So guess what? After only doing YouTube for about 1.5 years, I'm already up to 10, count them, 10 subscribers. And as you can probably tell, I'm so excited, I'm actually beside myself. Whoa, do you mind? And get a haircut. I don't need a haircut. So I figure, surely there must be an award once you get to 10 subscribers. But as it happens, no. YouTube doesn't send out awards until you get to 100,000. 100,000! Think about what you'd have to do to get 100,000 subscribers. So anyway, I think I deserve an award, so I'm going to make myself one. The Cardboard Creation Award. According to a Wikipedia article on YouTube Creator Awards, there actually are awards for under 100,000 subscribers. There's a Bronze Award for 10,000 subscribers, an Opal Award for 1,000 subscribers, and a Graphite Award for 100 subscribers. But alas, there is no award for 10 subscribers. So I'm going to create one. Actually, I really could use a haircut. I'd like to take this moment to thank my mystery 10th subscriber for making this all possible. I have no idea who you are, but thank you. And if you like this video, please click the like button below. And if you'd like to see me in future videos, perhaps with a haircut, please consider subscribing to my channel and help me get to the next level of 100 subscribers. Okay, so my starting point with all of this is a template that I downloaded off the internet that was provided by YouTuber Ken Hendrickson. I'll link his YouTube video below. This was how to make a new YouTube play button 2019. And then he provided a link to a Word document, which I modified. And in particular, what I did is I increased the size of the font. So it's really not completely to scale. But the reason I'm doing this is the new Creators Award uses white text. So it's not like I was able to print something out on clear acetate on a laser printer, for example, in black, and then just stick it on here. Or, you know, it's like I want to be able to put white ink on my cardboard. So for the materials, what I'm actually using here is I cut a couple of sheets of cardboard, which are, you know, nothing special, but just cardboard. Unfortunately, they got a bit of a crease in it. So, you know, that's what I had laying around. And then what I'm going to try is I cut a panel off of a cereal box because it's relatively smooth. And my plan actually is to in the background to actually use just use some aluminum foil. And what I want to do is I want to use a glue stick and attach that to something nice and smooth so I don't have any wrinkles in it. So I cut the cardboard down a little bit to get more size going on. And I thought what I would try to start off with is I would start off with this awl. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just, I don't know how well the camera's going to be able to pick this up, but I'm going to just try to outline the letters with the awl just by sort of lightly pressing through. And of course I'm using a magnifier here. So I'm just going to very gently outline each of the letters. And I'm just making a slight indent. And I can see this is going to be a slow, tedious process. Because the cardboard itself is not smooth. It's got the corrugations in it. So this could take a while. I may get better as it goes on. And I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. My hands are probably in the way. Now I've gotten all my text transferred and the outline of the logo. So I'm just about ready to pull my template off my cardboard. So, but before I do that, I had to outline the opening. And I use my awl for that as well. And then also the outline of the template itself, which I use a pencil on, just so that when I'm ready to cut the cardboard, I'll have that drawn. So the next step now is just to go ahead and remove the template. So I got some paint. This is a bottle of testers. I'm going to use a very fine paintbrush and start painting this stuff in real careful like. So I'm going to get started. And I think what I'm going to do here is just to get my bearings a little bit. I'm going to start on the Kevin. Let me just see if I can get the K done. I'm trying to figure out the right amount of paint. Okay, now I'm going to move over to the P on presented. I figure I'm better off adding a little bit of paint to start off with. And I can add more paint when I come back a second time. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, now I'm going to work on the E in presented. Touch up the R just a skosh. I got all the lettering done. So the next step now is to start outlining the logo. Okay, so I'll just keep working along with the YouTube text, and then I'll come back and I'll fill in the field on the logo itself. I finished painting all the text and the logo, and I'm happy enough with what I have here now to go ahead and cut out the window for the play button, and then add the play button and so on, do all the cutting. And then after I'm all done, I can go back and I'll add a little more paint to thicken up the text and so on. So the next step is actually, I have the outline drawn for where the window is going to be for the play button. But what I need to also do is I need to add the physical play button. So what I did here is I drew the triangle in. Now I got some dimensions off the internet, specifically off of YouTube, that actually showed a play button that was 125 millimeters across, 85 millimeters tall, and then the triangle, which is an equilateral triangle, with each leg being 41 millimeters long. So I went ahead and found a center point and then drew that triangle in. And all I need to do is just transfer the corners of the triangle to the cardboard. And now I got these 3 pin pricks. So all I need to do now is take a straight edge and a pencil and just draw those in. So I'm just going to go ahead and use some of this Aleene's tacky glue, which I use quite a bit for paperboard and cardboard products. And all I really need to do here is I'll just go around the outside edges a bit. And I'll try to get the land and so on done. and I'll let that dry for an hour or two. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is to have a reflective backing inside the window. So what I decided to use is I'm using a cereal box, just some paperboard. And the reason I'm using this is because it's a relatively smooth surface as opposed to corrugated cardboard. In keeping with the nature of the cardboard award, I'm just going to use some good old aluminum foil. So I need to make sure it's reasonably clean. And I'm going to put the foil in here. You know, I'm gonna use glue stick, and then I'm gonna squeegee it out from the center. So here I'm just using just a standard glue stick, and I'm gonna be pretty liberal about how much I put on. What you do now is you just place the foil down like so, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start in the center. And I tried a couple of different techniques using credit cards and things to burnish this out. But in the end, I just discovered that, you know, finger works, you know, reasonably well. So I'm just going to start in the center, circular motions, and just kind of working my way out of here. I have my 2 sheets of cardboard glued together, and I let that dry with pressed together for a little over an hour. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hobby knife, and I just have a relatively fresh blade installed, so it'll take a little doing. I could have used a utility knife, but I think I'll be able to do a little nicer job around the corners. So you know, I'll just get started. So I went ahead and took a pencil, and I outlined the indents that I had done earlier. But I think if I'm just real careful here, and I'm just putting sort of light pressure on the blade right now. I'll just follow this around. And I'll just do multiple passes and cut it all the way through. It'll take a little bit of doing. Here it goes. Okay. So there's our opening. Now we also have to cut out the play button. I can pop out the play button. All right, and there's the play button. So the next step will be to glue the backing on. So a couple areas are important. Right around the window is another. Now around the window, I don't want to actually get any on the film, oil, I should say. And then for this area here, I'll just kind of do the fill in again. I don't need to go too nuts. All right, so we take our shiny side, and all I got to do now is put it on. I have a book that's about the correct size, and I have a big old weight. I let this all dry for about an hour and a half or so, and I can see a little bit of glue still spooging out there, like right around the window. But I trust that the rest of this is dry enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a straight edge, and then I'm going to use the utility knife. And I think I got a pretty fresh blade here. So I'm just going to slowly, I'll do a couple of passes. Now I'm going through 2 layers of cardboard and 1 layer of paperboard. But this should trim it up nice. I can take my tacky glue. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a toothpick in this case. I'm going to scrape off some excess. Make sure I don't have too much right around the edge. I'm just going to use the cutout as an alignment, sort of an alignment jig. So there it is. A completed 10 subscriber cardboard creation award. I've completed my 10 subscriber cardboard creators award, and actually I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. given the material that I selected and the technique that I used to construct it. Please help me on my way to the next level of 100 subscribers. And when I get there, if I get there, maybe I'll go through the process again using a slightly more sophisticated material, like plastic or wood. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get to see me in the next video. And perhaps I'll be sporting a new haircut.